presented. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He is the Armageddon Cup champion from the borderlands of Point Chef, weighing in at 86 kgs, James Shaw.
Sweet, literally.
And his opponent, he is the most decorated IPW champion ever, weighing in at 100 kgs of muscle, 15 kgs of ego, and 5 kgs of charisma, weighing in at 99 kgs. Scratch that. From the Hibiscus Coast, Tahi, Vinny Dunn!
And Ben Kettle mucks up another announcement. He is the worst announcer I have ever seen in my life.
Cut him some slack, Vinny Dunn. Cut him some slack.
I tell you what, on the
Focus
outside,
on the big things.
On the
like the IPW. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship.
The one thing that I'm happy about is that there is no Steve Wrigley here.
Yeah, and I'm glad disqualifications are in effect. John.
All right, so this is where it's going to start. It's this is the moment that James Shaw has been wanting his entire career, a one-on-one shot at that IPW Championship.
If you've seen some of the videos that have been turning up online in the lead up to this contest, you'll understand James Shaw, rightly or wrongly, feels underappreciated and feels he has not been given the opportunities that he deserves.
Well, I am not a fan of James Shaw. You know this. This man broke my arm earlier this year. But right now, I have to say that if it's a choice between Tahi and James Shaw, I don't even know who to pick.
I just want to see a fair contest. This is James Shaw's opportunity to prove to everyone that he has been underutilized, that he hasn't been given the opportunities that he deserves, and the best way for him to do that is to take this New Zealand Heavyweight Championship in front of us away from Te Tahi Vinny Dunn.
Right. The other thing that you are forgetting, though, this is one thing that James Shaw has been talking about, his chance, his opportunity. He got robbed last event. Remember, there were two other men in that main event. He lucked his way into being one of the final two, and I think tonight will show that as much as he wants this title, he's just not quite ready for it.
Interesting. Main thing I'm hoping for here, one-on-one contest, one-on-one wrestling match, and we have the best seats in the house.
That's right, here we go, quick pin.
What could be a classic New Zealand heavyweight title fight that people will be talking about for years.
That's right. I think this is exactly what James Shaw needs to do. He's unsettling Vinny Dunn. Now, the thing about it, Burns, what you've got to remember, James Shaw never stopped wrestling. IPW closed. He went somewhere else. He kept wrestling. He picked up titles around the country. Vinny Dunn hadn't been in a wrestling ring until that first event.
I tell you what, James Shaw is in the head of Te Tahi Vinny Dunn right now. He has got in the head by out-wrestling Vinny Dunn. He has got right in his head. You can see it. He doesn't want a part of James Shaw right now. He knows he's been thrown off his game.
Vinny Dunn.
He's been out-wrestled.
He's done. I mean, we know he's Vinny Dunn, but he's saying he's done in this match. This is the championship advantage.
Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Air Shaw taking out the New Zealand heavyweight champion.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. It's the championship advantage that Vinny Dunn has. James Shaw can't win it if Vinny Dunn gets counted out. He has to bring him back into the ring.
That's exactly right. You're quite right. He can do some damage on the outside, but if he doesn't get him back in before the count of 10, he can't win that belt.
And this is one of the things that has haunted James Shaw's career, is that he gets too enthralled, too obsessed with something, and he misses the bigger picture. Like right now, the ref is up to 6. 4 more counts, and this match is over. James Shaw's shot at this title is over.
You could be onto something. I think that was definitely true early in James Shaw's career. I'm just not entirely convinced that that's still true. I'm not entirely convinced
We're up to
that we
8.
aren't seeing
We're
a more
up to
mature
8.
James Shaw. Well, there we go. We talked about interaction.
All right, James Shaw finally rolling in, right at the 9 count.
I have to say, the referee was very lenient there. He was deliberately lenient. This is a New Zealand title match. I would rather see some leniency.
You've got to admit, though, after how it ended last time, a little leniency by the referee is a good thing.
Yeah, I want to see a clean victor. I want a definite victory. I don't want a count out. I don't want a disqualification. I want interference. I don't want weapons. I want a clear victory, pin or submission. Who is the best in New Zealand?
So Vinny Dunn now, though, you saw him play James Shaw. He begged off. He asked for a timeout, and then he sucker punched James Shaw in the gut. That is classic Vinny Dunn.
James Shaw trying to overpower Vinny Dunn. Dunn counters.
Oh.
Wow, that miss came out of nowhere, but Vinny Dunn, well scouted. He scouted him. He was able to avoid that miss, but it's definitely played with his head.
Vinny Dunn saying that James Shaw cheated with the miss.
Well, really, after some of the things that have happened tonight,
James
honestly,
Shaw is leaving.
What a strange night. Can we just see a one-on-one match with a clear victor?
We're left with one person in the ring, and that's the ref.
Well, Vinny Dunn back. I don't know if he wants to be, but he's back here at ringside.
Oh, James Shaw, probably the smartest thing I've ever seen him done. James Shaw putting up that IPW title in the way of Vinny Dunn.
Well, if James Shaw wasn't in the head of Vinny Dunn, this crowd sure is right now.
That's right. It is clearly a one-sided audience. I mean, chop block. James Shaw went down super hard on that knee.
He took it.
Again, Vinny Dunn, obviously a smart man, knows a culprit when he sees one.
Damn it, he busted me.
That's right, wasn't me. James Shaw is in absolute agony right now.
Yeah, you saw it as he came back in the ring. The chop block right across the back of the knee.
That's right, and
it hyperextends the knee. You're essentially, as soon as that happens, you won't be putting any weight on that left leg for the rest of this contest.
Vinny Dunn taking the time to jaw jack. Vinny Dunn jaw jacking with the fans and decides that.
Well, James Shaw used his jaw to break that hold, biting
right.
the top of the head of Vinny Dunn, who goes right back to that left ankle. Say what you want about Vinny Dunn, he's a lot smarter than he looks. Amazing power from Vinny Dunn countering that Shawshank Redemption.
Now, I gotta say
Power
something.
slam.
I gotta say something here. It's always amazed me. You'll never see Antonio calling out the move he's about to do because look what happened. James Shaw yells out what move he's gonna do. Vinny Dunn knows it's coming, catches him, slams him to the ground. Not smart moves. Not a smart move.
Stop talking about Antonio. He's irrelevant to this right now. James Shaw still obviously favouring that left ankle, and it's the knee and the ankle. Oh, you felt
Missile drop kick by Vinny Dunn from that top rope.
that caught the butt of the jaw of James Shaw, and absolutely, I felt it from here. You heard it echo throughout this arena. And,
James Shaw is trying to get some feeling back into that ankle. This is the thing, is once that ankle goes numb, it's like dead weight. He really needs to make a move. Otherwise, otherwise this match is going to be over.
Yeah, you can tell James Shaw not even able to get back to his feet, and if he can't stay on his feet, he's got no chance. But that. Wow.
You see him clutching at that knee, though. Again, James Shaw not thinking that all the way through, just wrestling on instinct.
Oh, that's all he's got right now. That is all he's got. But let me tell you, you won't know this, but when you're hurt, when you're in pain, and the crowd starts getting behind you, it does numb the pain. It does help you fight through. It doesn't make sense, but it's the truth, and any sports person in the world will tell you that.
James Shaw now. Vinny Dunn shortcut back to that knee. Dragon leg screw.
Let me tell you, that bends your knee on an angle it's not supposed to bend, and when it's already injured, you'll tear tendons.
Oh, absolutely. Look at James Shaw trying to get some release some pressure on that knee, undoing his boot.
Yeah, that left boot is loosening it. He's trying to get some more blood down into that the lower extremities.
That's right.
He's clearly suffered, and Vinny Dunn taking full advantage.
It's that knee and ankle of James Shaw's that is going to be absolutely killing him right now.
Absolutely, you know he's in trouble, and Vinny Dunn, he's getting cocky. He shouldn't be giving James Shaw this space. Shouldn't be giving him this recovery time, but he is. He's cocky. Vinny Dunn always has been. We don't expect any different.
That's right. A man who, when he weighs in, he states that he has 20 kgs of ego. He's really showing every kg of it right now.
Look at that. It's that left ankle that's hooked under that turnbuckle right now.
Oh, Vinny Dunn just going to work on it.
You can see the angle that the knee is bent at, and then the angle he's wrenching the ankle around that turnbuckle.
Well, but also, all the blood is running to James Shaw's head right now, being hung upside down.
Whoa! Oh my! Well, that is an innovative counter from James Shaw in a position of great peril. Pulls out that German suplex out of nowhere. I don't know what he's got in mind now, though.
Oh, James Shaw with a moonsault. Pretty much lands straight on that knee. Vinny Dunn going after that knee again. This could be it right now.
Yeah, Vinny Dunn recovered from that German suplex in time.
Oh,
throw his shoulder directly.
Looks like a classic figure four. Shades of the Nature Boy.
Yeah, and you can see, hopefully you can see at home, folks, the angle that James Shaw's left ankle is bending around his own knee.
That's right.
Both legs of Vinny Dunn are arcing that ankle across James Shaw's own knee, and that is the damage a figure four leg lock will do.
And the thing is, it's not just the ankle, it's also the knee. In a figure four, it wrenches on the knee as well.
Oh, wow.
James Shaw just...
That's the other danger of the figure four, obviously. You focus so much on the pain that your shoulders end up on the mat, as we're seeing. And you can sometimes get caught by surprise and not realize the ref is even counting a pinfall because you're trying to break a submission.
James Shaw now trying to get this crowd back into it. Now, if he can turn this, all the pressure goes back onto Vinny Dunn.
That's absolutely true. Becomes a reverse Indian deathlock at this point. All the pressure is now on the knee, the right knee of Vinny Dunn, but he's in the ropes.
of Vinny Dunn. He had that figure 4, and he was close to the ropes.
Yeah, but he's got Vinny shaken now. Vinny wasn't expecting that reversal.
Again, a lovely move by James Shaw. James Shaw really firing up.
I don't know how he's standing right now.
It's all just adrenaline. It has to be all just adrenaline.
Oh yeah, you can tell he can't run at full pace right now. That ankle's suffering too much. But again, the cockiness of Vinny Dunn, it may be backfiring here. An electric chair from James Shaw. Is he going for the pin?
No. Oh, this could be a mistake by James Shaw.
Driving his left fist right into the face of Vinny Dunn.
And that adrenaline has just kicked in for James Shaw. It's like a drug to the man.
He's definitely. Oh, he's going for it again. The Shawshank Redemption. Nails it, back of the skull against the canvas.
Oh, just a 2 count.
Nearly a New Zealand heavyweight champion was about half a second away there, Ian Kenderdine.
That's right, but I tell you what, Burns, James Shaw, he needs to stop all this. This is what is costing him valuable time. He should have been back on Vinny Dunn getting that 3 count. He could be the champ already.
I don't know. As I was saying, that crowd can help you. It can be that extra man in the ring for you.
Yeah, but it gives Vinny Dunn time to reset. And now he's got that ankle lock in.
Yeah, well done, Vinny Dunn. I have to give it to him. That was a well-scouted counter, and it's worked perfectly towards that injured ankle of James Shaw.
And this is the ankle lock. This is the move Vinny Dunn has won championships with.
Shut up, you little faggots!
Vinny Dunn definitely got a meaner streak in him since he returned here to IPW. Oh, now he's really wrenching it in.
Oh, did you just? Oh, the ankle! I just saw it.
Oh, stretch muffler. James Shaw is trying to counter to the stretch muffler.
Yeah, now speaking of maneuvers that have won matches, James Shaw has taken out many of the best wrestlers in New Zealand with that stretch muffler submission.
But you've got to remember, one of Vinny Dunn's championships was one off Joseph Kincaid, the man who invented the stretch muffler.
Yeah. Able to send Vinny Dunn over the top there, James Shaw, and now pulling him up with all that he's got left in him.
Again,
pulling him to that top.
This has been bad news for everyone who's been involved in it tonight.
Well, anyone who falls from that height onto the canvas was lucky to come out of it and survive a 3 count. What has Vinny Dunn got in mind here? Oh, he's
trying to roll him up.
Going for that power bomb. No, James
is he setting up? James Shaw. Oh, tried for a Hurricane Rana. Got a power bomb for his troubles. Whoa. And a second one just for good measure. This is it right now. I gotta believe it. James Shaw kicked out.
Unbelievable. If ever you talk about a 2 7/8, that was it. The right shoulder just rolled off at the unbelievable.
Tell you what,
from a double power bomb.
If the referee hadn't cut his nails today, we'd have a new champ right now.
Vinny Dunn, current champion, frustrated. James Shaw, left ankle, barely able to put any weight on it at all.
Crowd's trying to get behind James Shaw. Vinny Dunn not impressed though.
Yeah, you know what Vinny Dunn's known for now, the muscle buster.
He has put many an opponent away with this.
Yeah. Pure strength from Vinny Dunn, and I have to say, I think that's probably it.
Oh, Vinny Dunn. Vinny Dunn is not happy. He has decided that it's not good enough just to pin the man. I think he wants to set him up for a second muscle buster.
You don't do that with the New Zealand Heavyweight Championship on the line. You take any chance you get to win the contest.
Again, though, this is the cockiness of the man. This is that 20 kgs of ego he always talks about.
It must be.
that green mist.
How many times is James Shaw able to produce that green mist out of nowhere?
And the referee saw it, but he's just shrugging it off. I don't know about this, but the referee is shrugging it off. DVD.
Oh, not this again. This is what we saw last time. The lights went out. Wrigley turned up with a light. Again. Don't. Seriously, Wrigley has no right out here. I don't trust him. I don't trust Steve Wrigley.
Wrigley.
He claimed he didn't hand it to him last time. He definitely handed it to him this time. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, cracking James Shaw over the head. What's the referee going to do about this?
Steve, there is something else going on here. This isn't just Steve Wrigley.
I've got to believe this is Wrigley. The ref is counting.
Where is Shaw getting this from? Someone get Steve Wrigley out of here. Get that light out of here. Get Steve Wrigley out of here.
Wait a minute. The referee clearly was confused by Steve Wrigley's. This is a non.
Right. Talk about the odds stacked against you.
I don't know what is happening.
Get Steve Wrigley out of here. The guy is a crook.
Vinny Dunn lifting James Shaw up.
How much more can James Shaw possibly have at this stage?
Again.
He has no right to be conscious after that light hit him in the back of the head. He's had
again. I don't even think he is.
Spears.
This is not even cognitive reasoning. He is just purely all just adrenaline and instinct at the moment.
And still IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Champion.
Whoa, did you see Steve Wrigley just shake that ref's hand?
The ref knew nothing about it. You could see the look on his face. The ref didn't know.
I don't know. This was supposed to be no DQ. James Shaw hits the miss. The light issues. We keep going. There are more questions than answers right now, Birds. More questions than answers. And I for one, am going to get to the bottom of it.
From start to finish, everything Steve Wrigley has been involved in has been disgraceful.
Absolutely. Oh, and look at this now, Vinny Dunn.
Everything Steve Wrigley has been involved in tonight has been disgraceful.
Oh, now Wrigley is calling through Tahi.
What has Tahi possibly got to do with this?
Well, I don't know. Tahi and James Shaw, they do have a history. They have a history. They have a history down in Wellington. These two men know each other. Steve Wrigley knows that.
There is definitely more to this than what we know. I am sickened.
Now here comes Dion McCracken. I don't know what Dion McCracken can do. Oh, here goes Dion. This is a man that can do something.
Well, hello. See how quickly Steve Wrigley scarpered when Kingy came to the ring.
I've never seen Steve Wrigley move that fast.
Absolute controversy from start to finish tonight. It has been a surreal evening. The beginning controversial, the women's title controversial, super controversial. Tonight, the title, the IPW title, controversy.
Whoa, wait up, here comes Neil McCracken.
Listen, Wrigley, you power-hungry son of a bitch. Wrigley! Look at me when I'm talking to you. Last time I checked, I was still the commissioner for at least a few more minutes. So it's my final act. In 3 weeks' time, right here. Sacrifice or surrender. Vinny Dunn, that green looks fantastic on you, Vinny. It really does. Vinny Dunn. Tahi, tag team match against Kingy and James Shaw.
I'd pay to see that.
Wrigley, you can go now.
Wrigley, not the all-powerful in charge man that we may have thought. Look, he's listening to McCracken. This is interesting, Burns. Normally someone like in Wrigley's position, he wouldn't walk away. But I have a feeling that he may not be as all in control as he makes out.
I do believe there are other forces at work here. Oh, it's another one. Stop fighting me.
Here first, folks. Surrender or sacrifice. September 21st, right here, Linfield Rec Centre. Kingy and James Shaw up against Tahi